All right, time for the Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with elect, and I am going to elect to complain about the fact that it's all grays. So one thing is we know one of those letters is in the word, and only one of those letters. So, I mean, we could use any of them. Let's do stare. That's pretty good. We use the T. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we don't get much information from that because we haven't repeated enough letters to find any contradictions. So, but now we've got the two yellows and the greens, so I'm going to elect to assume those are true. And I was gonna say we could do there, but we can't for two reasons. One, that would have two. Well, no, for one reason, that we would have two lies and elect. Otherwise, it would be okay because you could do the R. But if we're gonna do the R, what I want to do is use the yellows as if they're true. So not do the I right there. And then we'd have an S or an A. So, but what do we want to, because my first thought with using an A would be tiara, but we can't do that because the R would be in the wrong place as well. The R would also be a lie. And we do something like that. I don't know that that's a thing. You could do sitar, except then you're doing the S and the A. Interesting. So I'm not sure how to. Could we do something? Because the problem is if I do TI, then I need to have an A or an S. But if I put the I third, then what's going to come between the I and the R? So what if we do TRI and the R is the lie? And the T is the lie and elect, and then we just have two new letters. That would work. Something like what? What would we do there though? Because we can't do like trick, because we can't do the C. Well, we could do the R fourth and do third. It's our third guess. Why not? Okay, and we didn't get any contradictions, which is, well, kind of. I think we can say that one of the two R's is probably a lie, because I don't think the word's going to end in RR, although it's possible, right? So likely one of those two is a lie, which means there is an I and there is a T. So what if we did something RT? So that would have the green R is the lie in stare. If we did IRT, we'd have to have a D. Man, we could do dirt, but it needs to be 5 letters. So, and I don't think I can do drift because then the R and the I would be lies in third. Otherwise, that's pretty good. So, IRT, is there anything? It doesn't work with the D. Okay, so not IR. It's not IR. And if the R is fourth, then you'd have to have maybe the I here. But then what are we doing with the T and the D? The D could be the lie. Could do that and have the D be the lie, but what's going to come between the I and the R then? I mean, the T could be third, something like this, but the I becomes the problem. Oh, we could. Oh no, that's not going to work. So we could do an E and go with the British spelling of like leader or something, but we can't do the E because of elect. Because if we're doing the T, then the T is the lie in elect. But, or what about an O? Nitro. I think nitro works, doesn't it? All right, well, one of these two R's is a lie. Clearly, these can't both be true. And so there is definitely an I and a T. Oh man. Now, if we tried to do this, then that's not possible. That's okay. So let's assume the R is fourth for a second. Okay, just go with that. R is fourth. That means this is the lie. So the green I and the green O also have to be true, right? Which then means the yellow T is true. So the only place you can put the T that's not third is first. But if we're putting the O last, then okay, but the T would have to be the lie, so it would have to have a D. That's the problem. It'd have to be tied row, which is not a thing. And so therefore the R cannot be fourth, so this must be the lie. Okay. Okay, so I mean there might not be any R. The R's could both be lies. That's possible. There's no R. So we also know that obviously one of these two is a lie, this R or this O. They can't both be true. But again, that just tells us that there is an I and there is a T. So let's go back to the R being fifth, okay? Let's assume the R is fifth. That means the O is the lie in nitro. So the I has to be true, the T has to be true, and we already know the T can't be first. It obviously can't be second if there's an I. It can't be third now. So it would have to be fourth and then an R. That's if the green R in stare is true. And I don't think ending in TR is going to work, so I think that's a lie as well. I'm thinking there might not be an R. Okay, but we know there's a T, so that's definitely the lie in elect. We can fill that in. Okay, so I'm thinking the O here is true. Now, there could be an R somewhere else, but the T has to be not first or second. It could be last if the O was the lie, but I-T-O? Something like Pinto. Oh, the N could be the lie. Oh, no, it can't. Why doesn't that work? Oh, because we have a D. We have to have a D. Right. There's a D somewhere. Okay. So, the D, maybe at the beginning? And then, oh, ditto. We can do a double T. The T would be the lie in nitro. There we go. All right. Wow. Well, I was having a hard time even coming up with guesses, in like my third and fourth guess. I couldn't think of anything that was going to work. But part of the problem was I was trying to use the R, I think, and there wasn't an R. So, but we still got there in 4, even if it took a little bit of thinking. So let me know how many staircases you had to climb in order to get to the answer today. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.